The movements depicted in this video should be performed to the best of your ability. Always practice safely, incorporate props if needed, and ensure to warm up the entire body prior to practicing yoga. Welcome to the very first Moonchild Healing Collective Yoga Flow video. This flow is perfect for folks who are just starting their journey or practice of yoga, or for folks wanting some simplified guidance and movement. I'm so happy and grateful to have you all here. Let's begin our flow. Joining me at the top of your mat, finding a nice, comfortable standing position. You've made it to the hardest part of the journey, just simply rolling out your mat. You have arrived. Body, mind, and spirit all begin to feel nice and relaxed as you bring your awareness to your breath. Finding some deep inhales and deep exhales in and out of your body. With your next exhale, slowly bring the arms down by your sides, palms shining forward, bringing awareness to the bottoms of your feet, all four corners of the feet, all 10 of the toes grounding down into the mat and into the earth beneath you. Begin taking some deep breaths in and out, and as you inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhaling, hands come down to meet at heart center. Inhaling, arms reach up towards the sky. And exhaling, pulling that energy back down to heart center. One more time as we inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Taking a gentle back bend, simply pressing the hips forward, lifting the chin and gaze towards the sky. Find an intention for your practice and pull that intention back down into heart center. Bringing the chin in towards the chest, towards that intention you've set for your practice. And as you inhale, reaching the arms up towards the sky once again. Exhaling to forward fold over the legs, releasing the crown of the head down towards the mat. Inhaling to halfway lift, bringing hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold, taking a soft bend into the knees as you inhale, rise up to stand, reaching the arms up tall. And exhaling, hands come together to meet at heart center. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhaling, forward fold over the legs. Release the crown of the head down. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze out in front of you. And exhale to forward fold, release it down. Soft bend in those knees as you inhale, rise up tall to stand. Exhale, bring that intention back to heart center. Inhaling, reaching those arms up tall. This time, as you exhale, forward fold over the legs. Really release the crown of the head down. Fingertips come to the mat or to the blocks. Inhaling to halfway lift. And releasing hands down fully as you step that right leg back behind you, finding runner's lunge. Pressing that back right heel back. Front left ankle and left knee nice and in line. Start to gently shift the weight forward and back with that back right foot. Left foot will then step back to meet the right plank pose, top of a push-up. And as you exhale, shift the weight forward. Lower the knees, chest, and chin down to the mat. Use that momentum to inhale, press the body up to cobra, elbows in towards the body. Exhale to lower the crown of the head forward, pressing into the hands, sending the hips up and back for our first downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Savasana. Settling into your down dog before inhaling to lift that left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Pulling the knee in towards the nose, you'll step the left foot forward to runner's lunge. Right foot will follow, forward fold, Uttanasana over those legs. Inhale to halfway lift, gaze is out in front of you once again. And exhale, forward fold, release it down. Soft bend into those knees as you inhale, rise up, reach the arms up nice and tall. Exhale, hands come together to meet at heart center. Taking 3 deep inhales and exhales here. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhaling, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, releasing the hands back down towards your mat. Inhaling to halfway lift. Exhaling to forward fold. We'll step the left foot back this time. Runner's lunge, pressing that back left heel back before shifting the weight forward and back to loosen that hip flexor. Step the right foot back to meet the left, plank pose, top of a push-up. Lowering knees, chest and chin back down to the mat. Inhaling up to cobra pose. Exhaling, crown of the head shines forward. Curl the toes under to press into the hands, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Settling into this downward dog. As you inhale, right leg floats up towards the sky. Exhale to step that right foot between the hands, runner's lunge. Left foot will now step forward to meet the right. Forward fold, Uttanasana over the legs. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Pull that upper body in towards the thighs. Soft bend in the knees as you inhale, rising up to stand. Reach the arms up tall. Pull that intention back into heart center. Tadasana pose at the top of your mat. 3 deep breaths here. After your last exhale, we'll inhale to reach the arms back up towards the sky. Exhale to forward fold over the legs, release the crown of the head back down. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, forward fold, bending into the knees to once again step that right foot back behind you, runner's lunge, Ashva Sanchalasana. Step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into plank pose, top of a push-up. Shifting that weight forward and back before inhaling forward, lowering weight halfway down with the elbows. Inhaling, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Exhaling, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Settling into your downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg floats up towards the sky. Step that foot between the hands, runner's lunge once again. As you inhale, rise up tall to stand, high lunge. Really actively press into that back right foot, back right leg. Inhale to reach up tall, lengthen. As you exhale, forward fold, release the hands back down to your yoga mat. Stepping right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into the knees, rise to stand, reaching up nice and tall. Exhaling, hands to the heart. 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling, arms reach back up towards the sky. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, release it down. This time stepping left leg back, runner's lunge. Right foot follows, plank pose, top of a push-up. Shifting the weight forward and back before inhaling forward, lowering halfway. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. That is our chaturanga dandasana or vinyasa flow. So you can take that between times at any point that you need. When you're ready, inhaling, right leg floats back up towards the sky. Step that right foot between the hands for runner's lunge. Inhale, lifting, lengthening arms up towards the sky, high lunge. Nice and stable through that front right leg. As you bring the body back down to runner's lunge, left foot steps forward to meet the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhaling, rising, reaching up tall to stand. Exhaling, hands come together to meet at heart center. 3 deep breaths. On your inhale, arms reach and extend up. And straight away, we'll step that right foot back into our high lunge position, reaching the arms up nice and tall before dropping the back right heel down 45 degrees, turning the hips to the long edge of the mat, arms and shoulders open out nice and wide, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Sliding right hand down the back right leg, left arm is going to reach up and back for reverse warrior. Exhale, bring the body back through center, back to Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down to meet the mat, runner's lunge. Step the left foot back to meet the right and find your vinyasa flow here. Lowering halfway. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Settling into that downward dog. Settling into your breath. Reaching the left foot up towards the sky, we'll exhale, step that left foot between the hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Step the right foot forward to meet the left. Exhale, hands come together to meet at heart center. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. Inhale your arms back up towards the sky, this time stepping the left foot back behind you, reaching those arms up tall for high lunge. Exhaling, releasing back left heel down 45 degrees, spinning the hips open to the long edge of your mat, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhaling, left hand down the left leg, right arm reaches up and back, reverse warrior. Exhale, bring it back, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale to windmill those hands down. We're going to spin onto the toes of the back left foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Shift the weight forward. Find chaturanga dandasana here, your vinyasa flow. Curling toes under. We'll meet in downward facing dog or child's pose if you need a moment or a break. Remember, this is your practice. Take what you need and leave what you don't. When you're ready, inhale, right leg floats up. You can step that right foot between the hands to inhale, rise up, high lunge. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Tadasana, mountain pose at the top of your mat. Exhale, hands come together to meet at heart center. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out here once again. Inhaling, arms reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, forward fold over the legs, release the crown of the head down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, stepping right foot back, runner's lunge. Left foot follows, we'll find another vinyasa flow. Or you can meet right away into downward facing dog. Again, take what it is that you need. When you're ready on your next inhale, left leg is going to float up towards the sky. We'll bend into that left knee, taking some big circles in the air with that left knee, lubricating that hip joint, loosening up through the body, pointing toes up and back, and then bringing that left knee behind the left wrist. Slowly release the right knee down onto the mat, untucking right toes. If you've got a bit of space between your hips, your glutes, and the mat, you can bring a pillow underneath the glutes to support the body. And maybe you stay here on your hands, or maybe you lower down to the forearms or down to the forehead, finding pigeon pose here. Great pose to loosen and open up through the hips. Remembering to breathe deeply in this posture, in this asana, as it's a good space to release any emotions, any tension, any stress out of those hips. Breathing. And as you inhale in, we'll press the hands back down into the mat, lifting the upper body back up tall towards the sky, curling right toes under, lifting up to step that left leg back behind you, plank pose. Find another chaturanga dandasana, or meet us back in downward facing dog. As you take your next inhale, right leg floats up towards the sky. This time we'll bend into that right knee, taking circles in the air with the right knee, lubricating that right hip joint, straightening and lengthening right leg up and back when you're ready. Exhale to step and bring right knee behind your right wrist. Pressing into those hands will lift and lengthen the upper body up towards the sky. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can forward fold down to the forearms. Remember, forearms can come to blocks as well, or a pillow or a book. And maybe forehead releases down to the mat, to a pillow or to a book. Deep breaths in our pigeon pose on the right hand side. Just remembering that each side of the hip will feel a little different. I know for me, my right hip tends to be a little bit tighter just at this moment, at this time. So I'm really smoothing out my breath here. And as I take my next inhale, I'm going to press into those hands, lift and lengthen the upper body back up, curling, bringing that left leg around to the front edge of your mat. You're going to slide down so you're right through center, bringing the heels of the feet close in and wrapping the arms around the legs, lengthening up tall through the spine. Exhaling, chin in towards the chest, crown of the head shines forward, telling yourself one thing you love about yourself. Release the hug of the body. Lower down onto your mat. We'll hug those knees back in towards your chest, and maybe tell yourself one other thing you love as you rock the knees gently left and gently right. Massaging out the spine, pulling knees in before releasing that right leg long onto your mat. We'll gently wiggle the left knee left and right to lubricate that left hip joint. And then send the left knee over to the right hand side. You can use that right hand to support you. Left arm reaches out to the left. Gaze comes over that left shoulder. Nice big twist. Nice deep breaths as you settle into this twist. exhaling, when you're ready, slowly release. Left knee comes back in towards the chest. Pull and squeeze that knee in. Both knees will come in. Pull and take a moment to feel the difference between left and right hip. When you're ready, keeping right knee pulled in, we'll slowly extend that left leg out onto your mat. Wiggling right knee left and right, gently massaging it out through the hip joint before pulling that right knee up and over with the left hand. So right arm will continue to extend out to the right. Gaze will come over that right shoulder. Using the left hand to pull that right knee down just as far as it feels comfortable. So the best and deepest way to get into your twist is to breathe deeply. Breathe fully. Twists are like detox for the spine, for the body. Use your breath to activate that detox. Deep inhale to pull the right knee in towards the chest. Left knee, left leg will follow. Begin to gently rock left and right, massaging out the spine. And maybe grab for the outer edges of your feet, finding a happy baby pose. Pressing the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Really feeling that compression of the back of the spine. You can play around with straightening out one leg, maybe pulling the opposite foot in. And switching sides, lengthening through the hamstrings and calves. And when you're ready, hugging the knees back in towards the chest. Releasing the feet out long onto your mat. Finding our most important asana of our practice, Savasana. So using this time here to settle and soften the body in, start to wiggle and just move anything around that needs to be moved. Making sure that the feet come off to each side. Arms coming out to each side, palms facing upward. Back of the head is relaxed down onto your yoga mat. And we're softening in through the face. Softening in through the chest and belly as you breathe in and out. Letting the sense of relaxation wash all the way over you from the crown of the head, down the shoulders and arms, through the chest and belly, down to your hips, down to each knee, all the way to the ankles and all 10 of your toes. Settling the body here completely, relaxed fully for Savasana. Begin to softly deepen the breath in and out. Wiggling fingers and toes, bringing awareness back into your physical body. Inhaling, arms reach up overhead like the first stretch of the morning, pointing the toes down, and exhaling, knees back in towards the chest, giving the body a nice little squeeze. Gently rocking left and right before making your way over to the left side, coming into the fetal position. Slowly using the strength of your arms to press the body back to a comfortable seat. You can bring the hands together to meet at heart center once you get there. Keeping the eyes soft and bowing the chin back in towards the chest for your intention. Inhaling to reach the arms up towards the sky, towards that intention, sending it off. And exhaling, bringing that sense of peace and stillness we've created back to heart center. When you feel ready and complete, you can gently flutter the eyes back open, bowing into our practice and into our intention. Thank you so much for joining me for our first practice together. I hope to see you back soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.